That's a good
Multiple
point. They could have already been glorping.
They could have already been
That's not
glorping.
good.
We are rolling.
We are
Glorp.
rolling. Good. I'm gonna glorp out, bro.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Am I coming through okay? I feel like I sound
Yeah,
loud enough.
you're fine. You could come up a smidge or two, but otherwise are good.
There we are.
That's a smidge.
That is a smidge.
Ooh.
Check. Yes. Hello, and welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you are joining us,
They
I
are.
have my chicken strips and Pinot Grigio, so I think that
Yes.
means that we're ready to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I ate a few
Yes.
chicken nuggets, and I've got some of this red blend. I don't think I like it after 2 sips. We'll see by the end of the glass.
You can usually tell,
Wait.
like up front. Sometimes you need to let it simmer.
It's really
there have been some wines that I thought that I hated, and then I waited a couple days,
Mhm.
and then I hated myself.
I don't know. I don't like it, but we can start D&D.
That's fine. That's fine. That's on you. I believe last time we started in the Great Fest Hall, where our party was reunited in angst, except for Theodos, who was in a great mood.
No, I was the only one in a
And
bad mood.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Ennui,
Blake's having
maybe.
a good day.
You returned home to find a new lodger who has taken up residence in Emil's old room. Cedric, is it Dawnbringer?
Yeah.
Cedric Dawnbringer, who was dismissed by his captain, Falwyn Tadomier, and brought into the apartment by Audella Morfoot, your landlady, who is an old half-elf woman. You all met and you went to Chirpers, which was a kitschy little tavern where you danced alternative music after turning your nose up.
We
at
didn't
the
even go to
opera.
like the candy shop or anything. I pointedly didn't tell Theodos that there was a candy shop at Chirpers.
Oh, right.
There were all kinds of little shops and stores like in Chirpers that we didn't even
Mhm.
get to. Maybe next time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the map
this-
was there, but you just stayed in sort of the main bar area up front and to the orchestral room where you danced around a little bit. You looked at pictures on the wall, and you were served by an Aarakocra, who's sort of a blue jay woman. Her name was Bella Thora, by the way. And as you returned home, your house that you were renting was beset upon by bats who swarmed you. And one particularly large bat sort of came into Blake's purview, and she managed to grab it, although the bat escaped. And you pretty much cut through the group of them decisively. But as you're sort of looking on the scene and the bats have dissipated, or you killed them, Cedric, would you be able to make an intelligence check?
Can I do? Not great. 12.
A 12 is still high enough that you remember again that the landlady, Audella, told you that there was someone else who was interested in the room for rent. She was actually interested in buying the whole property and the property next door, which would have originally made up a single building. And you remember that the name was Lord Dmitry Blagovich, and that strikes you as the name that a vampire might have.
I remember this. I remember the conversation.
You
Yeah.
think that the building might be compromised.
All right. Sorry, guys. I can't trust any of you anymore. I'm like, we're gonna hang out still, but I'm getting my own place. I'm not gonna give any of you the address. I'm not giving anyone the address. I'm not even gonna talk to the landlord. I'm about to go start squatting, is what I'm saying. All right.
Seems like a lot of work, dude, but fair enough. I'm gonna move back in with Mold Man. Y'all know where I am.
Yeah, fuck this. Bast has every intention
know.
of finding his own place at this point.
Cool.
If this is gonna, if shit like this is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
What is
fine.
Theodos, though?
Yeah, Theodos, what is your inclination?
Shit, everybody's leaving.
I don't give a
Oh,
shit
but
what you
Theodos
guys
do.
do.
Do you like act up in any way? Because Blake acts hard, but she is like genuinely just like, oh, come on. She
I'm
would be
trying to-
persuaded.
trying to
Having
think.
roommates has proven way more trouble than it's fucking worth. Like, I like you, Blake.
We have different.
I like you, Blake. I don't know you yet, Cedric. I just look at Theodos for a second. Yeah, I don't need any of these roommates. I'm sorry.
There's a low humming as you look at Theodos.
Theodos is kind of,
Go.
taken back by this, and is like, but I
Hey,
don't really
kid.
have anywhere to
The only
go.
person who gives a shit about you is Crone. Why don't you go stay with her?
I mean, at least she'll probably be nice to me, I guess.
That's a plus. It really should, yeah, that really should sway you, shouldn't it?
But
Though she
she's
is a
not
hag.
she's not as strong as you guys.
Okay. She's probably
Not
stronger
true.
than you think. I will give her that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theodos, make an insight check as you say that.
I rolled a 1. Or
Yeah,
2.
actually, that is your opinion.
Yeah. So, alright. I thought taking some time off from work would be nice. It really hasn't been. It really hasn't been.
Blake, Sonny, that's when you realize that you're supposed to be at the other tavern in which you work now.
Oh, fuck.
The
I'm like,
Grim
what?
Journeyman.
Well, I catch Blake by the shoulder.
What?
You are much more wealthy than you were when you took that job. Now,
Dude, but my boss doesn't know that.
yeah. I'm just saying, are you going to that job because you want the money or because you are fulfilled by going to a job?
She kind of like, she pulls the face at the half-fulfilled bit. I'm just like, well, my parents don't know I have the job, and I like it. You know, it's fun.
Oh, cool. All right. Do your thing. All I'm saying is you don't need to. We have plenty of money.
Free drinks, she'll say as she kind of grabs her like apron and like skirts away,
Right.
implying you guys should go to the Grim Journeyman maybe.
Right. Well, I think I'm gonna probably just saunter on back towards where the coffee shop was, get myself another tenement, and go see what Crone's been up to. I suppose we can all meet up there when we're ready to do some work, but hanging out really hasn't been that great. So, peace.
So you begin to make your way back toward your...
I'm gonna go see
Lord.
Tarl. I'm gonna go see Tarl.
No.
Very good. What do you do, Cedric?
I'm gonna go just inside and back to my room. That's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
Cool.
Respectable.
So you make your
But,
way
the-
inside. Make a perception check as you do so.
Yep. Ooh. 2.
Oh
You
no.
roll a 2.
So it's-
Yeah.
Oh, a 1.
everything. So you remember that the window out of your room personally has been busted through by Blake Sonny. She punched through both of the windows. And you think that it might be a safety risk. You notice that the back door is unlocked. And that's pretty much it. That's as much as you're able to ascertain with your roll.
Can I cast Detect Good and Evil? Or Evil Good or other?
Yeah. That's just your paladin sense, right?
Let's see.
Or is that a
Yeah,
spell?
I have I have two. I have Divine Sense, and then I have an actual spell for it as well. I just use my Divine Sense.
Yeah, use your divine spins. Shit, if I'm
That allows you to detect the presence of fiends, undead,
phase.
oh no, not fae, and celestials, right?
Yes.
And it's
and
within
fiends,
60
undead.
feet.
Yes.
You do detect the presence of evil undead.
Swear to God, if it's the vampire, I'm gonna be really upset. He didn't ask to come in. He could have asked the landlord. Ah!
Oh, fuck.
That's not good. Can I lock the door? The back
You
door
do.
that's
You
open?
lock the door when you get inside, and you go and you lock the back door. And you make your way up to your room, and you see two figures with capes and white shirts with little frills on them. And they
Okay.
say, "Nice to see you." And let's roll initiative.
Oh, I'm so
Oh.
sorry, Cedric.
Oh, man, I'm not here.
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. I'm real sorry, Cedric.
Oh no.
I
Is
guess
Theater's still outside the house?
I guess
'Cause
Theatus
he's
is still outside the house, so
Does
Jumps
Theater
out the
tell?
window.
I'll roll initiative too.
Oh, yeah. I've got an idea. We roll initiative.
1 second.
Okay, just jump out the window and run away.
I guess that makes sense. I just want for anyone who has watched What We Do in the Shadows, I'm just imagining Laszlo sitting in there. Hello.
Yeah. Unhand me, paladin.
Oh,
This fucking guy.
I feel like they're gonna kick my shit in.
Vampires are pretty tough, but like they might be like shitty vampire spawn, in which case you're fine.
I should have got out of there as soon as I cast Divine Sense. It was undead. Should have been like, maybe I shouldn't be here.
You'll live. You're a paladin. You're like the best equipped of us to like fight them.
By the
Aside
way,
from
they
me.
roll a natural 20 on their initiative roll.
Maybe the locals guy's instincts were right.
For Cedric. Yeah, we're gonna say, Blake, Sonny, you've already run off.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and Blake are
I got
heading
my-
the same direction, so I'd say we might be walking
Yeah.
together.
I imagine that Bast and Blake are probably outside of the scene, and Theodos, you've decided to linger?
Yeah.
Well, if I need to say it now, I will. Bast, as he's walking down the street, is gonna be like, "Oh fuck, I forgot some of my shit up in that bedroom." He's gonna say that to Blake and start walking back.
Okay, I'm gonna count Bast's initiative roll in then.
Cool.
Blake is gonna keep
just
going to work though.
Definitely. Yeah, Blake's going to
Do I
work.
still have magic weapon for my sword? Do I still have magic weapon cast on it? Because it's just
yes.
When did you cast it?
During the battle.
literally during the last fight.
So yes.
And it lasts an hour?
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
up
still
to
have your
1 hour.
magic. Yeah, you still have your magic weapon cast. These two vampires are gonna beset upon you. One of them is going to attempt to bite you.
They don't say anything.
Whoa.
They don't like tell him why, or they just
They said nice to see you.
they just
No.
say nice
Like,
to see you
Yeah,
and start.
that's it. One of them rolls a 14, missing, and attempts to swipe at you with its claws. Rolling a 15, also missing. And the other vampire is just going to attempt to
There's
grapple
3
you.
of them.
No, there are 2 of them.
There's 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not sure if there are any more. I'll just say that. And the other vampire is going to attempt to grapple you, but it's really ineffective. It just kind of bounces off of your armor. And it is your turn, Cedric.
Oh god. I guess I'm gonna have my my holy amulet to Paylor. I'm just gonna pull that out with my. It still has daylight cast on it, correct? That also lasts an hour.
So yeah, actually, daylight lasts an hour without concentration, so it will just glow. It will continue to glow.
Yeah.
It is still there, and they hiss.
I guess I'm just gonna. How close are they to me? I'm getting
They
right
are
in my
very
face.
close. They're within 10 feet. Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
Talk to them. Talk to them. Try talking to them.
Pardon? Stop talking. No, I'm gonna kill them. I reckon I can take them.
Oh no.
Not to be overconfident. Yeah, I'm gonna give them that. So my bonus action, can I take that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this could. Oh no, that's probably not a good idea.
So yeah, you have your magical sword and this daylight symbol, which you can tell they don't like, and you feel confident that you can like this. You
Okay, yeah. I think I can take him. I'm gonna
think you
give
can win
him
this fight.
give him a chop with the with my great sword.
Nice. You get to attack twice.
Yes, yeah, I do.
That
I get
is
to reroll
nice.
1s and 2s.
Nice. Yeah, I believe so.
So I have was it 2 weapon fighting or whatever it's called? Or
Let's see. You got great weapon fighting. Yeah, you can reroll
Great
one
weapon
and
fighting.
two.
Yeah. With
Okay,
two-handed
so just roll-
weapons, reroll.
okay, that's the first one.
Let's see.
Wait, what? Is that fair?
That's a natural one.
Oh,
The
That's for the
vampire
damage, though.
deflects the first one with its claws.
Oh wait, is that damage? Oh no, sorry, that's
That was
damage.
damage,
I see.
yeah.
So 14.
Yeah, that's a damage. Sorry.
14 does not hit. It
Yeah.
blocks your great sword.
This is just roll the second one.
Yes.
13.
And the other one manages to dodge out of the way as you swing wildly in the room. Meanwhile, Theodis, what's in your head right now? You see Bast return and begin walking towards you.
If they forget something, probably your piss-soaked underwear.
Yep. Actually, yeah.
I was about
Yeah,
to head
Bast,
inside anyways.
You
So.
begin to walk up, and so Theodis, you begin to walk that way. Bast, do you follow along?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So you're able to make it into the room at the end of both of your turns.
Do
And
I hear-
Neither of you,
The
or not into the house. I'm sorry, not
Oh,
into your
okay.
room.
do I hear
Yeah, just
obvious
into the
sounds of plated feet stomping about and swinging a great weapon?
probably it is now the vampire's turn.
No, wait. I moved and on not my turn?
No, both of you managed to make it inside. I suppose that yeah, so
do I get a
make it
turn?
inside of the house. Theodis, do you have anything that you would like to do while it is still your turn? I'm gonna say that you two moved together. Your initiative is one apart.
Okay.
I hear the shuffling upstairs, and I run up there.
Yeah, so you're able to run up the steps, open the door, and see Cedric facing off with what appears to be two vampire spawn.
It's bright in here.
And yeah, Cedric is holding up his symbol, and there's a bright light emanating from it.
I'm guessing that's probably going to take all my movement
Basically.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
You probably had to
If you have a
dash to get up the
bonus
stairs.
action, then you could still use it, though.
Do I have a bonus action?
Not to worry. Or an item interaction.
I have no bonus action, so I probably just go up there and scream what the bloody hell's going on.
And
What the
two
bloody
vampires
hell's
just hiss
going
at you.
And then it's my turn?
Yes, it is your turn, Bast.
Yeah, I
You've
get up.
managed to make it inside of the place, and we're going to count that as your I mean, movement.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, if he got up to the doorway using his action, I can too.
Yeah, and you do.
Yeah. So I get up there, and I see this, and I'm like, oh my fuck. What the shit do you want? What do you want? Hello?
And, that's your turn, Bast?
I'm talking to them. I'm taking my turn by talking. I'm asking them, what do you want? Hello?
The vampires see the two of you make it up the steps, and their expression changes to a grimace, and they both look at each other.
Why
with an
are
expression of fear?
you here?
One of them says, "Brother, come. We must leave now."
Bye-bye.
And on their turns, they turn into bats and fly out of the window. And you can see, you can hear the scuttling of other creatures flying with them.
Bass fucking kicks a hole in a wall, then storms off to his room.
I'm gonna shout out the window. Call them cowards. And taunt them.
You do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
You just kicked a hole in Keldrick's wall.
Sorry.
I'm gonna shout through the hole that he kicks after the vampires are called cowards. Stick my head through it.
I don't want these vampires to get away.
So
You can see about
I'm gonna-
5 bats flying, and one of them appears to be quite a bit larger than the others.
So
I'm gonna aim at that bat. I'm gonna attack that bat.
Attack the fat bat.
Yeah,
Attack
I
the
wanna
bat.
hit that. I'm
The
gonna
fat bat.
go ahead and cast 2 Eldritch Blasts. Have a range of 240 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to
Do
actually
you think
target.
that you can get off? You can get off 2 Eldritch Blasts in a round, right?
Yes.
So you think that you can get off 6 in total?
6 in total. All right. I like that. I want to shoot 6 Eldritch Blasts at the fat bat,
can I
coming from above to shoot it downwards.
can I shoot 3
Oh,
fire
right, 'cause
bolts
you have
with him?
Forceful. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna shoot, one after the other, just pew, 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 pew.
And I'm-
Eldritch Blast after
And I'm,
Eldritch Blast.
and I'm next to you, just snapping fire bolts out of my hand.
Nice.
And I'm literally trying to push this bat down into the ground.
I think only one of my fire bolts hits.
One of yours does hit. Yes.
18 fire damage.
Very good.
Alright, y'all ready for this?
I'm
I'm ready for this nat 20. Let's see.
Big
That's
oof.
definitely gonna hit.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna hit.
Delicious. Oh my god. Was that actually a nat 20?
Probably not. No,
With the 24? Oh.
no, it wasn't. Alright, we're at 4. Oh, dang, I think I just rolled the same number. It does that sometimes.
If you click it too quickly.
Yeah, I think I clicked it too quickly. I'm just gonna roll again.
No worries.
Alright, does the 15 hit?
No, only 2 of them hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna do damage for those. Give it a little second.
Mm-hmm. That's another 18, I
18.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 total damage, and he is pushed 20 feet downwards.
So you notice that you do push this vampire bat into like a gargoyle hanging off of a building as it's passing by. It is heading toward the hive. Toward the hive.
Toward the hive. And I'll say, after it.
What? Okay. Have fun.
I
Well,
Right
I
out the
guess
door.
that from where you are, it's toward the Guildhall ward, or toward the clerk's ward.
That's not near where I am, is it?
No.
Better not be.
I presume that the slightly faster way to go where you're trying to go is through the ladies' ward, just because there's less traffic and it's less dangerous. You can also hire a pedicab.
Yeah, Blake is doing that. He doesn't want to be like seen or recognized.
Yeah, which will get you there twice as fast. It's gonna cost you about 5 gold to get to where you're trying to go, though.
Fine. Fuck it.
Cool. And your
My job
driver
doesn't pay
is
that
a
well.
stout, small, bald. He sort of looks like Krillin. He takes the cart and he begins just
using all of the effort in his tiny body to keep the cart going. I love him
Mhm.
already. Good.
Yeah. And you begin making your way there. Back at the house, what do you do, Cedric?
I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna start packing some of my stuff. I don't think I want to be here anymore. You know, there's
Yeah, you think that the
Told
building
you.
is compromised.
Yeah, it's very much so.
Yeah,
There's some vampires in my room.
Bast will like be like he's in the door frame pretty much, like just huffing and puffing, and I'm like, yeah, I tried warning you. Probably don't want to be here anymore.
I mean, I don't know where I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
Nowhere right now.
sorry. Sorry, you're not gonna get any help from me, bud. I already had to go. I already gave our last guy a whole spiel about how I can't help every clueless Burke who's lost on the street, and I'm sticking to my guns. So I'll be in my room for a few minutes, packing some stuff up. Let me know if you got any questions. I got answers. I ain't got help though. So, sorry. You met me at a bad time. I'll just storm off to the room.
So,
I'll be your roommate.
Says the child tiefling.
Put it there.
I'm gonna look
Park.
down. I'm gonna look down. I'm just gonna say no.
But you don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anywhere to go.
Oh dear.
This could be beneficial for us both. I don't have a lot of things. I've got 3 books and my robes.
Yeah, there's something in your brain, Cedric, that just finds it really uncomfortable with this small devil child who you've been told has made a pact. And then you look over at Bast, and you see that his sword, or his swords, have infernal runes actually carved into them.
Yes.
yeah.
You notice these things as you
I
wonder
do.
about
Yeah.
what to do in your fate. You know that they don't have any housing for you at the Temple of Palor, or they wouldn't have
Send me away.
assigned you here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
I
don't have
will
very
say-
much money.
No, I only have 10 gold pieces.
Meanwhile, Bast is clinking away as he steps down the hallway.
Yeah.
I've actually got a good amount of gold too.
Yeah, you
Just
can hear
one
a
giant
jingle
sack
in
of-
both of their pockets.
You can
Come
probably
on, buddy.
remember
You help me out, I'll help you out. I'll be the brains and you could be the brawn.
Uh,
Put her there. And he reaches
Yeah.
upwards.
I
But
was
you
gonna
don't have
say-
any.
I'm just
No,
gonna say
you don't
sure.
have any money.
No high five. I'm just gonna begrudgingly say yes.
You hear a laugh. You hear a laugh from down the hallway.
I'm gonna
That's
scale
what I'm talking about.
down the corridor. Annoyed.
Don't listen to him. He just pees himself all the time. He's a big
What
old.
is with them?
And then I come back out of the room with like a sack over my shoulder and a few bottles of wine under one arm with a big smile on my face. Oh yeah, I just heard it. I just heard verbal consent. He's your problem now. Peace.
It's
Very
okay.
good.
I'm not the problem, anyways. It's more of that guy.
Maybe there's a way I can help Fears. Cure him in some way. Yeah. as a project, for Paylor. Help him see the light.
Do you say this aloud? Is this your inner monologue?
This is my inner monologue. No,
I like
he's
that.
not
I
gonna-
just imagine the camera stops and it's like that your anime eyes go to one side, a little flash of light. Oh, maybe I can save him.
Maybe I can convert him.
Save him from what?
from whatever pact he's made.
So
Well-
Bast is gonna leave the house, and he's gonna go to. He's gonna spend time going to the I believe the clerk's ward, and he's looking for the Sunny estate.
Oh yeah.
I am
like
sick of
a-
this. I've been living in this city for almost 30 years. I've had drinks with vampires. I made a couple vampire friends. And now all of these shitbags are gonna come into my houses and fuck my shit up. This is him talking to himself walking down the street. Oh, fuck no. I think I've heard a thing or two about some people who know what to do with vampires who encroach on spaces.
Just
Good.
make a history or survival check.
Eight.
So you begin to make your way through Little Arcadia, through the clerk's ward, and there's no immediate sight around you of any kind of estate.
Oh, well, that's a good. That's
a
fine.
very serious estate. There are a number of curious-looking houses. Some of them look like they have almost, I guess, what we would call Russian features, like the Red Palace or something like that. You hear strange, you smell strange kind of wafts of poppy and tobacco as you look down a road, and there are just a number of hookah bars. You see various kind of trinket vendors as you pass through this part of the city, but you haven't managed to find this this estate that you're looking for
Well,
currently.
It's a good thing I'm not a tourist. Or else I would wander around like an idiot like this. Instead, I'm gonna go to the nearest Hall of Information and just get the address.
You think that you could go to the Hall of Records and that it would be sort of easy to ascertain where they live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you begin making your way toward the Hall of Records. At this point, Blake Sunny, you're able to make it to your bar, the Wayward Traveler. You can see that tonight is performance art night, and on the stage there appears to be a Triton who has covered themselves in some kind of ink. It looks like their body is sort of enveloped with various squid and octopi, and they're sideways holding up two fish bowls, inside of which are little fairy creatures who float around in the water ineffectually.
Blake looks at him, looks at the trail of ink across like the stage and maybe even the floor, and goes into a rage and begins cleaning, I fucking guess.
Yeah, so
will
when
take
you
that off.
begin, there's a swoosh of water across the stage, and the Triton basically falls into the backstage area, and there's a bit of an applause from the audience as you begin sweeping across the stage, cleaning it. And people give little ooh, oh.
Oh, they think
What
it's
does
part
it
of the
mean?
performance.
What does it mean?
Right.
Wow. Fuck. Okay, very cool. Wow. Shit. That's cool. So the Triton's not mad at that?
There's no indication that the Triton's upset. At the backstage area, they pick up the fish bowls and they give a smile to you and a little wink, and they go about their business, start cleaning up.
Blake's like immense bloodlust for like customers is like kind of like thrown off by the fact she just got winked at and is like, what? Okay. Ooh. And she'll just continue, I guess, until she runs into or is accosted by someone interesting. It's just how I do at work too.
It's at this point your manager comes up to you, who is a sort of heavy set, neck-bearded mage in wide-figured gray brown robes. He says, "Oh, you're an hour late, you know."
Only?
Yeah, babe.
You know, I personally think that it's really good. You sort of, I feel like the people, the more late they are, the more they have life going on outside of this place. And you're bigger than that. You're bigger than this, you know? Like, thank you. Just, hey, don't worry about it, okay?
What the fuck
But
is happening?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I have a rule about bosses, and you're the only one that isn't included. My god. So, I'll stay, I guess I'll work an hour extra hard.
We would appreciate it. You know,
Anything weird
actually, has anything weird happened? You know, Simon Everett, the wild magic sorcerer.
Sigh, he's cool.
He was on stage one night for the regular improv show, and he tried to cast an invisibility spell, but instead became partially sort of translucent. Like you could see his insides and his guts, but also he was transfigured, and he gave birth to a little tiny black baby there on the stage.
What the fuck are you? What?
I just, I'm not really sure what to think about it either, and I don't know whether or not improv night is going to be able to come back from it. I think we might have to at least take a few weeks off.
Are you kidding? This is gonna put us on the
I'm not
map, dude.
kidding.
We gotta own this shit.
Ollie
Home of the baby.
was in a state. I'll tell you that.
Oh, not Oliver. Do you want me to go talk to him? Ollie loves me.
If you could talk to Oliver, he's sort of lost his mojo, which is part of why I'm thinking of pulling the program.
I'll see if I can get him his mojo back. But first, what happened to the baby? I want to know.
The baby's fine, as far as I know. Simon
Got adopted?
Simon decided to keep it. Said that it was his price to pay for the atrocities against God that are inherent in all magic. That's what
I
he said.
fucking love that. That's so good. It's the most cosmic horror thing that's happened in your campaigns, and it's like one day at work. What? That's good. All right, cool. I'll talk to Ollie. Peace. Go do whatever it is you do, you big man.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to drinking in my office.
At least he's honest. Very cool. Blake is gonna go check out, work her way over to Ollie when she can, but I don't want to take up like screen economy.
Yeah, you go and you just get your regular bar duties first. You don't see Ollie immediately, but you know, I mean, he's regular. He'll come in even when it's not improv night. And he likes performance art, as it were. Meanwhile, Theodis and Cedric, what do you do?
We're gonna go look for a new house.
Yeah.
New place to stay.
Do you
Or
have
some
a
place to
part
stay.
of town in mind?
I wanna
I'd
go-
like to be near. I'd like to be near my, my temple of Palin.
Okay.
I
which would
understand that's
be
not always possible. I think
the
it's in the
ladies'
ladies'
ward, I believe. And you know, even from your very minimal amount of time in Sigil, that is the most expensive part of the entire city in which to live. Very few residential houses are constructed within the temple district, and the ones that are exorbitantly expensive and usually saved for high-ranking dignitaries, or they're houses that are kept empty in the event that important people come visit Sigil.
Maybe not exactly in the ladies' ward. Maybe we'll say in the maybe the lower ward.
Probably closer to the lower ward. You are told from Theodis that that is where Bast is supposedly heading.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I don't really know the lower ward very well at all. In fact, I don't think I've been there much. Well, once.
You might not have even been to the lower ward yet.
Yeah.
You may know at least that while it's not a great place to be in the city, it's not the Hive. Maybe all you know about it.
Well, he's right. It's not the Hive.
Yeah.
I'd say we'd go maybe
What's
to
so
the
bad
lower
about
ward.
the Hive? Dare I
Yeah.
ask?
The Hive is just the roughest part of the city.
Sounds like my place.
Meanwhile, Bast, you are able to make it up toward the Hall of Records, and as you are making your way, you can see what looks like an out of control Modron fluttering in through the air, and it sort of begins crash landing towards you.
Oh, watch out, Gear Brain!
And do you do anything else? Is it
I just try and dodge out of the way of it. I'm very nimble.
cool? Just make a dexterity saving throw, and we'll say that you have advantage because
Okay.
you recognized it.
Ooh, 2 19s. So, non-natural 20s.
You're just able to fly out of the way
I
as
mirthfully
Modron
leap out of the way.
flows by you and then explodes into the ground.
I like to think that I do a standing backflip off of my satyr hooves. And I'm like I've still got like I like to imagine it's a stick with a sack tied to the end of it, you know?
Yeah.
And then under
I've
my
actually
other
had one of
arm
those
is just
before,
like,
yeah.
are like 6 bottles of wine. And I just do a standing backflip over the thing.
Yeah, it's
and
the
then I
only way that
bow.
you can get up with all your stuff.
And then I bow to whoever was watching.
There are a few well-dressed women in very interestingly cut geometric skirts.
I say, maladies.
And
Oh,
they,
The what?
they give you a slight nod and an incredulous glance, and they begin walking on.
Yeah, I turn back curiously at the Modron. It's not every day you see a rogue.
No, yeah, there's a little black cloud of smoke coming from the destroyed wreckage.
I walk up to it. I say, "Hey, Gearbox, you good?" Kind of poke him with my toe.
The noise, that's the noise that's made from the robot. The parts are still grinding, and it seems like it's trying to function.
Ah,
You are also able to see the burned ruins of a letter held in its fingers.
I look around, look one way. I look towards the direction it came from. Do I see anyone that stands out looking this direction? As if they are following this thing, chasing it.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, 21.
A 1?
21.
Oh, 21. You are able to notice a little brown finch looking over at you from the fence which surrounds the area by the Hall of Records. And you are also able to notice what looks like a curious knight in green armor who is just perched up against the wall. It appears that you've caught his attention, though you don't think that he was looking at the Modron
Before.
or that he was following the
Yeah.
Modron in particular.
Well, I'm going to lean over. I'm going to pluck the letter out of the Modron's hand I'm gonna raise it up towards the Finch and shrug.
You see that the letter is mostly burned and frayed, but you're able to recognize your name and the name of your previous party members, Emil Theodis and Blake Sunny.
Yeah, so I'm just holding it up like
header.
at the Finch and then like, hey, is this yours? Did you want this? And
The
then
Finch
obviously,
flutters away to the northwest towards Scholars Row.
so I'm like, huh. And that's when I will actually look at the. Then I'm gonna turn to the knight in green, raise an eyebrow, wave the letter, shrug at him. This yours?
He says, "That's not my letter."
All right. That's when I open it up and see the names. Hey, what the fuck is this? I read it.
Well, the letter's mostly burned and frayed. You're able to recognize that it is towards you, and it appears to be from the the authorities within the city, not the Harmonium.
There's the Harmonium and the Mercy Killers.
It is from the Harmonium, then. It's a court summons, but you aren't sure about the exact status of it. And you know that there are a number of binding and non-binding summons from the courts. You also remember, or what's your intelligence modifier?
It's good. It's a +3. I've got a 16 intelligence.
That's high enough that you also remember that you got a non-binding one previously in relation to the bombing at the
for questioning. They just wanted us for questioning then, then we didn't show up for questioning.
You think that it's probably a follow-through for the same mission.
Right. All right, yeah, I need to take care of this. Fucking politics. Did I ever make it to the Hall of Information?
You're just outside of it.
Cool.
The Hall of Records.
I run inside and attempt to requisition the address I'm looking for.
You make it inside, and the first thing that you notice is that there are a number of tents, and there's sort of a protected sort of forest reserve. You hear the sound of birds, and you see different wild animals like deer running around through the fields, badgers and raccoons, and creatures like that. Little rabbits.
Wait, where do I see this?
In between the tower where the Hall of Records is, there's a walled off and enclosed space, and there's a little nature reserve built into it.
I presume it's heavily guarded. People would be eating that shit.
So there are gates, but you're able to tell the guard what your purpose is, and he directs you to the central spire.
I go.
Cool. You make it inside. It's more of a professional office building on the inside. There's a circular help desk in the center of the room and a chute elevator built into one of the walls. There are no other discernible doorways on the first floor, and there appears to be a Dabus figure who is there. You can see sort of some kind of runic speech entranced in front of them as they look through numerous tomes at the same time.
Also, this is the headquarters of the Fated.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Just a side thing. I don't know if you've put any effort into that yet.
I don't have anything about the Fated so far, but I'll give it a little glance. Nonetheless, this is who you see.
Yeah. So I raise a hand at the Dabus, and I say, I'm looking for information that should be readily available here in the records. Do I just ask you for it, or do I fill a form?
What is the nature of this information?
Is that so? That's what I gather from the symbols that come in front of his head, because Dabus don't talk. They just talk through symbols and stuff like that. And you have to it's like
Yeah.
supposed to be really difficult to interpret their symbols if you're not like from the place.
They they make a little question mark
Mhm.
with their hand.
It doesn't just
and
appear in front of their
hold-
head,
it-
because that's how they work. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that it does happen, but they sort of bring it into place. Like
Nice.
they draw it in with their finger.
Got it. I'm looking for the renowned vampire hunters, Lord and Lady Sunny. If not their address, then I'd like to set up a meeting with them.
And the Dabus nods, and you see an image of the number 4, and they point toward the elevator. There are a number of other random
Mhm.
runic symbols that are interspersed through this, but the number 4 stands out in particular.
Ah, thank you, good Dabus. And I'll head off to the elevator.
And you do, and you find yourself in a larger hall of records. There is an elvish woman sitting at a desk, and she asks what information you're looking
I repeat the same thing.
for. She says the addresses of the Sunnies. Yes, not a moment. She asks the nature of your inquiry.
Business.
And she nods and gives you the address. And it is...
By the way, David, the lady at this
What?
reception desk was like, "Oh yes, the address of Lord and Lady Sunny. What's the nature of the request?" And I just say, "Business."
She tells you that they live on 1824 Rook Street.
I was so
Is-
close.
Yeah, it's deeper in the administrator's district, sort of in the heart of it.
Thank you very much, milady. And I will leave a garnish on the table, a couple of jink.
She nods and takes your money.
This is going to be nasty.
Yeah, because it's your fault. You didn't tell us anything about them, just that you wanted to avoid your parents. But you didn't like warn us about them or anything.
I didn't know. It's fine, and I'm
So
happy that
I
they're
just
showing
think-
up in a plot. But also,
So Bass is just thinking, hey, I'm good friends with the daughter of some renowned vampire hunters. I'm just gonna use that as an in. I'm not gonna try and leverage them or
You would-
anything.
yeah, you would know that I don't get on with them very well, though. So like
Yeah.
going in, that would probably be on your mind. It's like,
I don't actually no, I don't think it will be. I think Bass just doesn't recognize
fuck, but
familial issues because he really didn't have much of a family life. Has never had much of a family life, so he just doesn't get those interpersonal relationships very well.
that's so respectable. This is
Yeah, Bass
okay.
might not
okay.
be able to recognize kind of the social politics around Blake's decision to not operate within the family.
That's fine. This is gonna work out.
You have the address to the Sunny Manor. It is in the administrator's district.
But I'm not going there. I'm gonna go deal with this court shit. That's where I start heading first.
Cool. So you
But
yeah,
we
you
can
start
deal
heading
with
to the
somebody
ladies'
else for
ward.
now.
Very good. Meanwhile, Theodis and Cedric, you two are passing in through the ladies' ward. You see a number of ornate temples, and there's a greenhouse, very fancy bars and forges. Everything seems to be sort of like the nicest version, almost the platonic version. You see an enormous courthouse at the top of which stands an iconic figure of Justice carved out of bronze, which is almost the size of the building itself. And they're all manner of crowds, petty bailiffs, and people selling trinkets of various sorts, souvenirs related to the city, off-brand
place-
sunglasses and stuff like that.
This place
Off-brand,
is
or this
bustling.
surely this is where you get the real brand, you know? the real brand sunglasses. So you get the real deal, no?
That's what they say.
What do you think,
How-
Dawnbringer? Do you think this is a livable environment?
Well, I think it's certainly livable, but well, I haven't got any money in the way of anything permanent, so I think this is a little too rich for my blood.
Slap the back of your armor. Let me take care of this. And
You see a vendor sort of making his way through the crowd, and he says, I've got snakes. I'm selling these magical snakes. And he begins juggling serpents in the air, and you can see that on their tails are lit light with fire. These snakes come from the great reaches of the genie's multiverse. And he begins to make his way towards you, tossing these snakes in the air. And
Let me toss
you
a
can see
snake.
that he's just absolutely flawless, throwing these snakes behind his back and around his head and spinning them around his neck and up his arms. It's almost as if the snakes are acting in accord with this performance. You can tell that he's very talented at what he does.
Let me try. I want to try and spin a snake.
I don't think it's a good idea to spin
He
snakes.
comes up to you and he shows you one particular short serpent, and he says, "Here, this one's named Leo. Take the snake."
And I put out both my hands and I hold him. And you said Luo?
Leo.
Leo.
Yes. And he says, "Yes, just twirl the snake around your neck like this." And he
That
shows
can't
you a
be
different
good
snake,
snake.
sort of
Poor
stuff
snake.
around his head.
Before this happens, I'm gonna say I think this is a bad idea.
You
And
say
I
that.
go, okay, Leo, let's do this. And I
Mhm.
put him around my neck and I start twirling.
Make an animal handling check.
Fucking hula hooping this
Oh,
snake.
I know
Oh,
exactly
no.
how this is gonna go. So go
So you
well.
keep a bit of a tight grip, and the snake kind of flails around in your hand, and the handler he grabs it just in time before it really starts writhing, and he tosses it into the air, and he says, "Oh yes, I think that this snake likes you." And he says, "Would you buy one? 20 gold for a flaming snake?"
How much for Leo?
Leo, yes, Leo.
How much?
I cannot. Leo is a close companion. I must not part ways with Leo for less than 50 gold.
But you said Leo liked me, right?
All the more reason, yes.
I'll do it for 20 gold, the original price.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna be looking at this like, what's happening? This is more money than this is like twice the
He
price
says,
of
yeah,
the
but
money I have.
Leo is a phoenix snake. Where these other snakes may have fire, Leo is born of fire. And once he dies, is reborn from fire. Yes. That, I think, is worth at least 35 gold.
30 gold.
Fine, 30 gold.
You see the childlike grin on Theodos as he gives him the 30 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
by the way, Garrett.
he pulled, yes.
Oh.
Go
So
ahead.
your camera was doing some unfriended shit for like maybe 20 minutes just there, but like it's fine now.
Was
Sorry
doing what?
about that. It was glitching out really hard.
I
on
didn't
my end.
notice,
don't
but
know
I
if
wasn't
anybody
really
else saw.
looking.
Oh, okay. I
But yeah,
haven't
we're
been
good
looking
now.
at my camera, so
Fair. Sorry.
it's probably because I've been looking at other stuff and trying to pull up pages,
Yeah,
random
that's-
things. Let me just exit out of this. But yeah, he gives you Leo, who is in a sort of a large picnic basket, and he hands you a ring, like a key ring, that has 10 mice looped around it, or their tails are kind of looped around this key ring. It says, yes, feed these and make sure that you get more mice, fresh mice, never frozen.
Can I get more mice from you right now?
He says, I do sell more mice. It is 5 gold for another key ring of 10.
Deal. And I give him the 5 gold.
Yeah, so now you have 20 mice.
Is it possible for me to maybe, scrounge up some mice occasionally? Like just around the sea, do you reckon? Like just like maybe see one and just stamp on it or something.
That paladin power.
You're not sure.
I have a +5 survival. I have proficiency in survival.
Yeah. You think that you
Cranium
could
rats.
trap mice, but
Are these
it would be
all? Are these? Do these mice all
time-intensive
have their
process.
brains exposed? Because those are pretty common in Sigil. But it would be scary if they did, because that would just be
these are not cranium rats.
cool. Good.
How big are these rats? Are they just like normal sized rats, or are they like?
They're normal size rats, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am going to open the basket, take a mouse, and give it to Leo.
And oh god. Leo snaps at the mouse, just barely missing your hand.
I think he likes me.
I don't know about that.
I want to take Leo out of the basket.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then the camera pans.
Nice.
Blake, Sunny, the stage has shifted to 2 really butch. They're butch. One of them is a human woman, and the other one appears to be almost like a tree person, like a dryad. And the human person is cutting a log, and the dryad is cutting through a very large wheel of sausage on the stage, and they're just looking at each other really, really intently. Just
Hell yeah.
Erotically, maybe.
Blake is
there's
getting no work done while this is happening. She's just staring and losing her shit.
This is when Ollie walks into the bar and says, "Oh, hey, Blake, I haven't seen you in a little while."
Ollie!
Hey.
Alibaba, how you doing? What's up?
Oh God, it's been hard for me. Can I get a blue lagoon?
You can get 2. Come and up, baby. And what's on your mind? What's on your mind? And Blake's
Ollie
gonna turn
puts
and
2
make some-
gold pieces down on the bar and says, "It's just ever since Simon Everett lost his shit during improv night, I haven't had it. It might have been before that when your little pal, that kid, he wouldn't go along with the joke, and it just made me think, like, is there something that's, am I not funny? Do I come across as just creepy? Like,
Baby, Alibaba, Prince of Thieves. You're the funniest octopus I fucking know, okay? And like Blake is like shaking while she says this. Like, don't
how
say that
many
about
octopi do you know? Really, how many of us?
See, a dumb and not funny octopus wouldn't get that.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But do you think someone stole your mojo? Do you want to see if we can get it back?
Oh my god.
if there's anything that you could do to help me get back my mojo, I'm desperate. I don't think that I can go on stage again after what happened last time. I was supposed to be a crossing guard, and it's fine. I'm not prepared for a pregnancy, but that wasn't the scene.
Look, the thing is with improv, you told me a long time ago, you just gotta go yes and. If you're bad at improv, you say yes and. You know what I mean?
I taught you that. But yes and can work for a scenario. Have you ever seen someone go into labor before? It can take hours. How do you
I
yes
thankfully have
and?
not.
Oh. This was an intense labor, I'll tell you that. We had to make a lot of accommodations through the show. You're glad that you weren't like hospital plus there's a pregnant woman in the cancer ward. What's she doing there? Like,
What
We
is
got
she?
our butter. We were
Baby,
gonna
ooh.
swap it for dessert. No,
Yikes.
she's improvising.
Yikes is
Can I
right.
roll
Yes,
to see
ma'am.
if,
You
like,
seem to be liking that
Blake
butter
can work out
substitute and
anything that
swapping
would
it.
help get his confidence
Yes,
back?
and
All I can think of are David
what
ideas,
else
and
could
they're
you
not
swap for?
gonna work.
Make an
yes,
insight
and,
check.
Oh, I'm
Beautiful.
out. She's
Blake's
too good.
incredibly high insight.
I don't know who my guy is.
Here we go.
I don't have a guy.
Bitch! Hold up, I'm sending this.
I see it. I mean, we see it.
Lucidity is the word of tonight. All I'm saying.
So you feel like you need, or what Ollie the octopus needs is for someone that they don't know to find them funny. They need a patsy to give them the feeling that they can relate authentically. And even if it's like just smoke and mirrors, you think that if you can set up this social interaction, if you can find the right person that is receptive to their very weird and
I have an idea.
unnatural, I guess, humor, then they might be able to come back from it. Or you think that if you can get Theodos to commit to an improv bit, that it would work just as well. Those are sort of your two thoughts that you have. Like, if Theodos messed this up, then Theodos might be able to fix it. Or if you could just find someone who hasn't met them yet, and they could find some kind of authentic rapport, you think it might be able to bring them out of this funk. That's what your bartender senses are
Alright.
telling you.
That's really good. Okay, so we have rats in the Grin Journeyman, right?
Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna excuse myself from Ollie for 1 second because I gotta get ingredients from the kitchen. It's not an octopus thing. I don't put that in the Blue Lagoon. I'm not weird.
No, yeah. you
And I'm
don't.
gonna go
That's not-
find a rat.
There aren't very many garnishes at the Grim Journeyman.
Yeah, respectable. We have a
Every
lot
now
of
and-
alcohol though.
There is a lot of, the alcohol is really strong. Like, it starts at like
Mhm.
7%.
My
Hey,
word.
misery loves being drunk. And I'm gonna address a rat and speak to animals. Just like, hey, you, I see you.
The little rat peeks his head up. Hi. Hey.
Hey.
Whoa.
So-
Are you gonna eat me?
Depends on how this conversation goes. So, you have little rat buddies, right?
Oh, what? Oh, what?
So, I have friends that I need to get here stat, okay? I need you to bring them to me. Capiche? You and your little rat friend.
Oh, what do these friends look like, huh?
Okay, one's a tiefling child, the other one's a massive human dude, and one's a satyr, but I don't know where he would be right now. I think he's looking for a job.
The
a
last thing you heard
house?
me say, I was gonna be. I told you I was gonna go
Yeah.
see
Towards
Tarl,
Tarls.
who should be pretty
He
close
was
to where
heading
you
towards
are.
Charles. But Blake's brain doesn't work like that, so she's just going to assume she's like that you're in that ward and you're a satyr. And she's going to be like, look, buddy. I've been told to get rid of all the rats in this place. I'll keep you and all your friends if you just bring these guys here to me tonight. Okay?
By tonight, yeah, we still got a few hours.
Exactly. A few hours, or I kill you and your whole family. Deal? We'll have to roll intimidation.
You think that
Because I'm a
naturally,
barbarian.
because you're a Strig and a barbarian, these
Yeah.
owls are well intimidated of you. And a scurry of rats begins making their way through the little hidden channels underneath the Grim Journeyman.
First successful one back, you guys get some extra cheese. Just saying. And that's it. A Tharg. That's my devilish plan for now.
Very good.
The stage will be
Um,
set for all these resurgence.
Yeah, so Theodos, you and or actually, we will switch back to Bast because we went away from you last. Are you here, Keaton?
Yep, hello.
Yes. So you are able to make it up to the Sunny Estate, and you can see that it's got a very intense gothic feel to this manor. It's a castle of sorts, but it looks very cramped in and almost built more upwards with intimidating gothic spires and gargoyles holding little suns perched over relevant points within the place. There is a gate on the outside and a little buzzer next to it with a button.
I look at myself with my bottles of wine under one arm and my hobo stick sack over my other shoulder, and I'm gonna look around for the nearest cab, palanquin, porter, carriage, whatever.
Oh shit! Actually, you were headed toward the ladies' ward.
Sure. Regardless, if I'm here, I'm going to look for the nearest cab person and walk up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, yo, I don't need a ride. I just needed to hold some stuff for a few minutes. And I'll pull out some jink.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do an hour for just 2 gold pieces.
Right on.
There's a little orc man with a bone in his nose.
I will give him 5 gold pieces and say, I would very much like for everything to still be here when I get back.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Got it. And if it all is, there's whichever bottle of wine you want is in it for you. Thank you.
He looks over the wines, nods.
Thank you. What was your name?
My name is Ulrog.
Ulrog. Bast. I'm just gonna pop into this manor here for a little bit. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I'll see you soon. And I'll saunter up to the buzzer.
Yep, that's fine. I'll put my little closed sign.
I walk up to the buzzer and give it a bzz, bzz.
Hear a
And by the way,
voice
what
of-
I still have my swords on me, but I like to
Mhm.
leave my traveling sack and wine.
Sounds good. You can hear the voice of what appears to be, or what sounds like a prim, snooty receptionist. Yes, hello, Sunny residents.
Hello, my name is Bast. I would like to inquire about some business with the Lord and Lady.
Have you made an appointment?
I am afraid I have not. I can do so now. Not a problem.
Yes, I can set you up for an appointment. We're booked up through today, but if you could come back tomorrow, 3 hours after peak, that should be fine.
Go ahead and put that down in your ledgers. One meeting for Bast, 3 after peak.
Yes, Bast. Yes, that's very fine.
If it helps, let them know I'm a friend of Blake's. If it doesn't help, don't let them know.
I am gonna go ahead and not tell them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, and just if there is any question, my name is Regina Violet Cloak.
Regina?
And I am the yes, I'm the receptionist for the Sunny family.
Very good. You friends with, how you and Blake get along?
Oh, not at all. No. That's funny of you to ask.
I'm just curious. Blake never
That-
tells it.
I find it
Blake-
to be absolutely impertinent.
Blake,
but,
I'm sorry. Blake doesn't tell us anything.
Oh,
Blake doesn't tell us anything.
But yes, I will pass along your message nonetheless, and I really hope that you're not, just trying to score money for drugs or pull anything duplicitous on us. Because
that what
we
you
will
think of-
Find out if that is the case.
Is that
thank
what you
very
think
much.
of the prodigal
and-
daughter?
Huh?
Is that what you think of her?
Um,
Or is it what you think of
well-
me? I'm curious.
she has proven time and again to be unable to follow the simplest code of conduct, and well, this is inappropriate. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Absolutely. It has been a pleasure, good Regina. I will see you tomorrow. And I'll saunter back over to fuck. Orc name. Gromesh. Whatever. I saunter back over and I swing open the carriage door and I just sort of sit on the step in it and I reach in and I grab one of the bottles and I pop it open. Then I reach and grab another bottle and I pop it open and I hand it over to the driver. Say, I've got you for another 50 minutes. So cheers.
And he raises the bottle and he says, "Oh, I'm very much obliged to you. Yes, I guess that this is like a social call then. Pleasure."
You roll around the nice part of town often?
Yeah, I like to spend my time in the ladies' ward. People think that because I'm an orc, you know, they're better than me. And I don't have a problem finding business.
Can't believe that shit still flies in a place like this.
I know. You know, it's easier. I feel like if you're a Medusa or if like you're a fiend or something like that. You know, if you're a vampire, everyone kisses your ass. But the prejudice is about orcs. That is, you can't
You know what
break
it
that.
is? There's too many celebrities for folks like them. There's not enough orc celebrities.
I guess that's true. All of our orc celebrities are bloodlusting tyrants.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you hear about,
mush.
a lot of times you hear prime Burks coming through, jumping out of the bridges every time they see an orc, because apparently they just, like, kill those on sight where they come from.
Well,
But-
you know, I see enough clueless, you know, that say, "Oh my God, it's an orc. Maybe we should," you know. And like, honestly, if I were to try and fight those people, if I were to attack every bigot, that would just be proving the stereotype true.
Well, yeah, it's not
If I showed
about
my
it's
fangs
not
and
about
started
fighting
attacking,
them over it. It's about proving
that
them
would just send the
wrong.
wrong message.
It's about proving them wrong.
Yeah, it is about proving them wrong. You know, I read books. I enjoy chirpers as much as the next.
I'm
person.
sorry that you have to state that you read books. That is something.
I know. It's a sad state that Sigil's in, that these old, rooted planar prejudices can't be overcome. What is
Ugh.
that?
It's our city.
We're gonna be the ones who have to change it.
Here. Clink.
Clink.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna drink with this cabbie until something else. Oh fuck! You sent me to the wrong place, Derek. I wanted to go deal with the court before I went here. Fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fine.
Fuck.
You are able to.
I tell him. Oh shit. Hey man, take it real slow. We can keep doing what we're doing, but let's slowly make our way over to the court. Not cool.
Yeah, he picks up the carriage and he begins slowly making your way through, back through the clerk's ward toward the ladies' ward. So Theodis, you pull this snake out in this crowd, and the merchant has disappeared into the ward.
And I go, "Hey, Leo. How's it going, buddy?"
You hear a little.
"Hi, Leo." And I give it a mouse. Another one.
The snake sort of curls itself around the mouse and begins toying with it, pushing it across its little basket.
"Are you not hungry, Leo? Come here." And I grab him by the body.
Now, Cedric, he's gonna keep doing this until something else happens.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
You pick up the snake and it just kind of looks at you with cold, dead eyes. It's a red snake. It's only about 1.5 feet long, and it has a little rattle on its tail.
I love him. I
think
love
that
him
this is gonna
so
You
be
can
a
see that
messenger,
there's a
yeah.
small flame coming off of the end of its tail, also, like a
He's
little
so-
matchstick.
He's so warm in my
He
hands.
is
and,
very warm.
and I'm resistant to fire, so it feels like so natural to hold him.
Hmm.
And I love this snake. And I look at Keldrick and I'm like, look at him.
It opens
He's
its
so-
mouth and its tongue begins flickering in front of its face, almost like it's trying to get a whiff of you.
I'm like,
Of me or for yourself.
look at its little tongue, Keldrick. I love him.
Cedric.
Cedric.
I keep saying Keldrick for some
You
reason.
keep saying
Even though-
Keldrick and Kendrick. You say keep
Yeah,
saying anything
I
that
like
isn't not
will
the name.
mix your names
Oh.
up like constantly.
I thought that was a kid thing. Yeah, 100%.
I thought it was
Like,
just Travis.
I'm not going to correct her. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to correct him. He can continue to call me that.
Yeah, this goo goo gaga snake shit's gonna keep happening until you start moving the child away.
But I love him. I love
I think
this
there's a
snake.
lesson that should be learned here. I'm waiting for the lesson to happen, but it's not happening.
Nope,
Uh,
it won't happen. I'll keep holding him, and I'll go, let's go find a home for the three of us.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, let's go.
very good. And
Oh, that's right, because he has the money, so you just like have to follow him around.
right.
Yep, exactly.
He's
Exactly.
your wallet. Cool. And so you begin to make your way back toward the lower ward.
Still holding my flaming snake.
Mm-hmm. Just make an animal handling check.
oh my god.
Oh no. I'm going to Dark One's Unlock once per short rest. When you make an ability check or saving throw, you can use this feature to add a D10 to your roll.
Okay.
Oh, it's not good
Just
at
to
all.
keep the
It's 14 altogether.
Yeah, you're able to keep control of the snake pretty well and good. And two of you, what do the two of you talk about as you pass through the ladies' ward? You notice that you can see the Fortune's Wheel gambling hall. You pass by the 12 Factals restaurant where you went in previously, and then on the left, Cedric, you see a temple that you've passed by before, but you try and block it out of your mind. It is the Temple of the Lords of the Nine. That is the Nine Hells. And swirling around the building, you can see a number of flying imps, and you hear the sound of wailing coming from within. It is a very ominous-looking dark tower with protruding spikes coming from the top of it.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This isn't fun. I'm just gonna like look away and just keep walking. You know, like put my hand up to the building. Just not looking.
yeah, no.
Yes,
Don't
and you
worry.
can see a number of they almost look like mummies, but they don't have bodies underneath. So these like humanoid like wrapped rags sort of coalesce in through the air and come out of the temple and begin making the way along either side of the gates. And it's a very spooky sight, Cedric. But they don't make any inclination to attack you.
It's still too spooky for me. I'm gonna urge Fearless to hurry up and let's pick up the pace.
All right.
Yeah, and you make your way east past that, and you see a number of orcs, a group of 81 orcs with full-clad armor and skin, sort of marching in formation outside of a similarly cast temple, the Temple of Gramash. And you can hear them as they sort of do their war chants and sort of make their formation about. They pull out their large staves and sort of cast an intimidating glance at you as you make your way toward Transformance Square.
Can I try and like give a kind of give a look back? You know, I'm gonna try and intimidate them back a little.
Make an intimidation check.
18.
You can see that one of them sort of holds up his lance as if to throw it at you, and sees the look in your eyes, and then pulls it back.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's right. Keep your spears to yourself. See, this is why it's good to have you around, buddy.
Those guys would have fucked my shit up.
And in the next square, you see a large temple, the Temple of Apollo. A number of white-robed figures make their way in and out. Conversations are had. There's a rather nice fountain outside of it, with a mermaid sort of spewing water out of her mouth.
Can I speak to the mermaid?
You can, but it's just a fountain. You can see that there are a number of
I
coins
thought you meant a real mermaid.
in the water of the fountain.
I'm poor, but I'm not gonna dig around in there for money. I feel like that's below me and my status as a paladin.
It's fair.
Yeah, it's bad luck.
yeah, it is bad luck, isn't it? I'm gonna put one of my gold pieces in there actually for good luck.
Cool. You do that.
I'll join you. I'll do the same thing. I see you do it. It's only natural I do it.
And Theodis, your snake has managed to kind of crawl up on over your shoulders. The tip of its tail is over one shoulder, and its head is here.
I love it.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you have? Is there anything that you want to do and stop before you head where you're going? You're just headed towards the lower ward. Is that right? You don't have anywhere in particular in mind?
The Temple of Palor, is it close to where we are?
Yes, the Temple of Palor would be just sort of due north from here.
Can I stop off there and have a little pray, you know?
Actually,
ask for Palor to give me guidance.
Oh, it's east from here.
Oh, perfect. It's on the way then.
It is.
Yeah, can we stop at the Temple of Palor? I'm gonna have a little pray.
No problem, buddy.
To Palor and Theodis waits outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait outside. You do your praying by yourself.
As you make your way up toward the Temple of Palor, and you and Theodis are about to part ways, an elder of the order with long white hair steps up to the both of you, and he says, "Hey, no, Cedric Dawnbringer, come here and answer for yourself."
Yes, I'm gonna come over.
You recognize the elder man as Alderon, Alderon Lightbringer.
What do I remember of this man?
You know that he is a high-ranking cleric, that he is very curmudgeonly, doesn't like the fact that he's in Sigil, and has a very low opinion of Paladin.
Let's see.
Come here, you Paladin.
I guess I'm gonna go over to him. See what he has to say to me.
He says, "Please, can you explain why it is that you're walking around this city on your intermittent discharge with this demon child?
Devil.
What possibly could be the reason?"
Well, unfortunately, my lodgings that was given was with this child. This child I've been appears to have been left in my care.
I'm in no one's care. He needs money, cause he's broke.
Yes, it doesn't take a great clergy member to see that this child has a book of a rather infernal order. And, well, quite frankly, if you're going to associate with people like that, then I think that you should hold your prayers and alms for when you're willing to put through the work. Now, good
Don't judge
day.
a book by its cover, buddy.
and he takes a step back and begins to make his way back into the temple.
Oof.
I'm
I can
sorry.
see I'm.
He shouts out to the guards, "Don't let Cedric re-enter the temple until he has permission from me."
Oh dear.
And the two of them hold out their spears underneath the entranceway and give sneering looks over towards you.
Oh, this isn't great.
I'm sorry, Keldrick. I'll stay farther away next time.
I'm very disheartened by this. This isn't good for me. This is bad.
No, you were trying to do something nice.
Slap you on the back of the armor. Don't listen to that guy.
Well,
Let's
I
go
guess we should
find
just keep going.
Yeah, let's go get a drink, get a chicken leg, find a place to stay.
So I haven't eaten anything yet. No.
Well, let's go fix that. Let's go get something nice here.
Blake, Sunny. Yeah. Is there anything else you two have?
I guess that's it.
Cool. Blake,
Yeah,
Sunny,
that's it.
back at the Grim Journeyman. The hostess, a curly-haired half-elf woman with a kooky demeanor and a very eclectic dress with I guess it looks like little cartoon mind flayers sewn into it.
Oh my god.
Which is cool and Sigil.
Asks you if there are any performances that you would like to perform.
Me? Actually, before we do this, can I, so since Cedric and little kid Theodus are trying to get a drink and food, would they perhaps be going to the place where I said I would steal them free stuff if they came?
You're not sure. You know that they're heading in
This is the
presumably
addressing
the
them.
same direction.
Yeah, because my
yeah,
parting words-
Theodus and Cedric, do you two go toward the Grim Journeyman?
Grim Journeyman is in the
That's
Guild
where
Ward?
that's where we met you.
Tavern. Yeah, it is where you met Blake Sunny.
The improv
yeah,
performance.
and where she said she would get you free drinks if you came.
Also, you've never had a problem besides that weird improv scene at the Grim Journeyman. They take you really they take your story seriously because they're a bunch of sad sacks.
And more importantly, they take your money seriously.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about going and getting some food and drinks, so that's probably the first thing that Theodus would think of is, I know Blake works there, so we could probably get discounts and free food if we did go there. So we'll
as
probably
you're
head in that direction.
making your way through the lower ward, a swarm of rats comes up in front of you and forms like a super rat.
What does the
Forms a
snake do?
hand that just does a little come here sign.
What does
And
the
they kind of
snake do?
scurry in place. What do you do?
I'm gonna take a step back and what is this? I have no idea. I've never seen this before. Rats forming
Yeah.
like that.
It's at least like 40 rats.
Strange.
Leo, do you think
I
we've
could be a little
offended the rats?
They megazorded into a come hither hand.
Yeah, I did.
To a moving one too. That's talent.
Mhm.
I'm
Rats
gonna
a
be,
sickle?
I mean, I have no idea. You know, I'm stunned by this performance. Maybe ask your snake. What does your snake? What does the snake say, Leo? What does he know? Can we
Yeah,
see
the
what
snake
happens?
almost lunges out at these rats. Theodus, do you allow it?
Yeah, because I pretty much think this is a gold mine of food right now. So I let this happen.
So the rats begin dispersing frantically as your snake ineffectually snaps at them twice, and the rats disperse.
It's okay, buddy. We got plenty of rats. And pick them back up. Don't worry, don't worry. Here's a dead one. Come on.
And it swallows it whole.
There's a good boy. Let's go follow what the Megazord rats was. That was fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, maybe
And-
let's head that direction and see what happens.
Yeah, so you follow the swarm of rats, and they lead you to the Grim Journeyman. Meanwhile, Bast, you have made it to the court where you know these depositions typically take place.
I've made sure that both me and... Can you remind me his name or make up a new one?
It's Ulrog.
Me and Urog have at least finished half of our bottles on the way there.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple glasses. I've just been chatting with Ulrog. So I asked him if he's native Cage.
He is. He's lived in Sigil his whole life.
Where about?
He tells you that he was originally born in the Hive, but that his family moved into the Guildhall ward.
Oh, good for
in
y'all.
The very southern part, Git Raban.
Do you mean the most spireward part?
Yes, yes, I do mean that. Where he helped, or his family helped bring together adventurers at Tensars.
Nice.
Yeah, because they were orcs, they were taken very seriously and able to, sort of tell high-level warriors and fighters where to go and what to do while still being respected.
That's good. Glad y'all are able to at least climb your way up the social ladder a bit. Can be tough in the city. Well, hey, bud. I'm in between houses right now, but think I'm gonna be hanging around what's it called? Shit.
The Central
Radmonger?
District?
Huh?
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Around Cold. I'm usually hanging around Cold Chewers. Cold Chewers Square over by the Green Mill.
And he says, I like the Green Mill.
It's a
It's
good
a nice
place.
atmosphere. Food's really great.
Yep. Catch me around there sometime.
He gives you a nod and a wave, and he sets out about his way as you make your way up into the court. You can see the usual hubbub of people celebrating or despairing cases. The prison isn't a very far cry, so every now and again, Harmonium members take escort prisoners with manacles behind their backs, and make a perception check to see if you notice anything unusual.
Okay. Always on the look for unusual shit. Oop, that was performance. Should I re-roll that or just take it?
Yeah, just reroll it.
16.
You can see a figure moving through the crowd that you suspect is watching you, but you just miss sight of it. There's one little fox ear that you see, and then it disappears.
Yikes. Yikes. Slash shrug. Head on inside.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's a little information desk. You ask the sort of the elderly, dark-skinned man behind the desk where to go for your witness statement, and he directs you to a certain line. You can see that there's a security checkpoint. Harmonium guards in it sort of looks like blue chitin armor from Skyrim, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
I know what
Crab
that is.
shells around its head. And,
Yeah.
several armored persons with little security wands, like at the airport, are sort of inspecting people as they go through.
I finish my wine before I go to the checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I know how the fantasy TSA works.
Right. Cool. So yeah, in front of you in line, you can see a drunken old mage with a long beard. And,
Nice. I put up a peace sign to him.
he says, "Hey, got a Morglorp confiscation. Just have to sort of pay out."
Don't tempt me.
Hella glorp.
And he just kind of
And the
nods,
Glorp.
and he makes his way through. And when he comes past where the security checkpoint in front of you, there's a little gate you have to walk through with sort of two green braziers on either side of it.
Yeah, and I'm holding my swords, but like they're sheathed, and I'm holding them like by the sheath, like where the
Yeah.
blade is. So
Mhm.
I've got both of them in a hand, I'm carrying them by my side.
And yeah, there's a separate sort of table, and you can see the guard come up, and he says, "Okay, we need you to put any magic items on this table and weapons, and they'll pass through here."
What about magic
and-
weapons?
He looks over at you and he says, "Yeah, magic weapons and our weapons or
Do they
magic
go in the
items.
weapon box or in the magic box?
It's the same box.
Oh, okay, got it.
Just put them separately."
So I'm gonna put my two green steel, Praetorian green steel long swords in there.
And the man in front of you steps through the security gate and just says, "Fucking search me, pigs." And they roll their wands underneath him. They pull back a couple of daggers and they say, "Really, really?" And they put him on the table and they pat him down. And
Oh my. I've forgotten. I have a very important appointment. Shouldn't take long. I will be
next, your
right
swords are already on the table, and the Harmonium
Sorry,
guards
I'm
all
not
look
going
up at
in.
you in unison.
Sorry, I'm not
And
going
that
in.
is where we're gonna stop.
Nice.
Because I'm like touching my
Cool.
pockets and I'm like, oh fuck. There are other magic things that I have that I do not want to go in with.
Oh, I was so hoping
Oh,
that this
no.
would happen this way.
Oh no.
Sweet.
Silver.
So I'm like, actually I'm here voluntarily. I don't think I want to do this appointment right now. Bye-bye. I'm like,
And we'll
I've got to
see how
find
that
my orc
goes
buddy. I should have left
next
all my
time.
shit with my orc buddy.
That's good shit. I really like that.
This is
Cool.
what happens when you split the party. This is why they say not to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly like this. And the rest of the party's all together, and this is... I mean, as soon
Yeah.
as you said you were going to go to the court before you went to your home base, I knew, like, that this is where we were going to end up. And
I have no idea what's happening with this. What have you got in your pockets? What is
Oh,
this?
yeah. Well, that's great because your character
your
doesn't know.
character doesn't know, and you
Yeah.
don't know. So it's not really... It
It's
hasn't come up in the stream
it's
yet.
only like
Yeah, no.
the MacGuffin of the entire plot so far in my pocket.
Oh dear.
Big
Just in your
fucking
pocket,
meal.
casually, just Is it in your front or your back?
Yeah.
This is important.
That was a fun
Oh.
session.
And you're also integral to my plan, Mr. Paladin Man, which I'm looking forward to.
We got to have a little king rat action in there.
I know. I want more
There-
rat activity. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna
The
see if I
side
can
quests
integrate them.
just keep piling up. How are we gonna get Ollie his mojo back?
Oh, yeah. I'm literally gonna like pay fucking Cedric 100 gold to laugh at Ollie's jokes. Like,
Nice. I'm gonna have to
That's my
spend some
plan.
time.
I don't know if I don't know if I'd agree to that. That's lying. I can't lie.
200 gold.
No amount of gold will make me lie. Oh, that's
230.
like breaking my oath, isn't it? No, I'd have to break my oath, though, right?
What, really? To laugh?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I could if I find some of it funny. But I'm not allowed to lie or cheat.
Fuck.
My,
Okay, then I'll pay like the kid half like that amount of gold to like shapeshift someone else's like face to make
Onto
them
my
laugh
face.
at him. Fine. Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Like
I don't know.
That's
Maybe I'll find
shit.
it funny. Who knows?
maybe we'll work it out. I'm looking forward to it. Like this is the plan. But still,
Oh, what a dramatic stopping point.
what
As
a
soon as I
dramatic
knew that Bass was like, oh shit, I need to go.
Yeah.
Because like it was the moment was me opening up my character sheet and like going through my equipment. I didn't even have to like I just went to the equipment page. I don't have it like listed here, but I'm like thinking about the stuff I have in my pockets. I'm like, okay, I've only got this helm of comprehend languages, my long swords, and then oh fuck. Bye.
Christ.
Just a campaign breaking moment.
Just we'll be. I guess Derek, be ready for Bass to fucking book it out. That's gonna be what it comes to.
Oh yeah. Because you can
Yeah.
buy new swords. They're on
I
the
can
table.
buy.
Like,
Oh man. Oh, his intentions are to grab the swords and book it out. He doesn't want to have to buy new swords. Those are good swords, and you got a good deal for them.
Mm-hmm. You did get a good deal for them. We'll see how it all plays out
Yeah.
next week. You don't have to worry about that today.
well,
I don't have to worry about it all week.
Yeah. Be thinking about it at Christmas, like.
Oh, well, I'm glad we all got to play, even though it is Christmas week. Usually, it's very hard to schedule around this time of year. Thanks everyone for being available.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'll be available next week as well. I think that's the 29th.
Right on.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
in tier 4, so I'm definitely available.
Oh yeah, we're the little pocket of tier 2. Like,
Right?
Cool.
Why
it's
is
such
that
a weird thing that Colchester's tier 2 and everyone else is not.
a fucking
Everyone
core
around
for
us is
Colchester as
tier
well?
3 and 4.
Right?
Top
Like,
round.
it doesn't make much sense to me, but like, hey, hope you guys enjoy and stay safe. 100.
Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be
Oof.
scary. I mean, I'm working Christmas Eve and Boxing Day.
Oof.
Fuck, that's not fun.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not too busy. I don't know.
Same.
Alright.
Same.
All right, y'all. It was fun.
It
Yeah,
was
And,
fun.
Peace, peace.
Yeah, that was really good fun.
Cool. Looking forward to looking over this last session.
Yeah, I'll
when you
upload it immediately.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it was good to see everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, everybody, have a Merry
You too.
Christmas.
Bye.
You too.